As we all know, the COVID-19 situation around the world is not about to abate. Already more than 4 million cases have been reported and has exceeded more than 290,000 deaths as we count today. And even as many countries try to mitigate the impact or the spread of the virus, we can see various results. And in the context of the Hajj, if we were to proceed with the Hajj pilgrimage, our pilgrims will be exposed to visitors, pilgrims from all over the world, and we will not know who is infected and who are infecting. And I think this is a dire situation that we should avoid. And therefore, there are three considerations, if I can summarize from the deliberations of our panel. One, which is medical, and that has to do with the contagious nature of the virus. That's pre-symptomatic persons can spread the virus without him even knowing that he is infected by COVID-19. Secondly, the elderly, the seniors above 50, they are all vulnerable to this disease, not only from the direct impact of the disease itself, but also the long-term damage that may happen to their organs or their health. And finally, in terms of medical issues, there is currently no vaccine that can prevent them from contracting the disease. As well, there is, if I understand, no cure that we know of today, even in the next few months, that can help them should they contract this virus. On the religious front, we are grateful that the Fatwa committee concurs that it is the correct decision that we should defer the pilgrimage to next year, and that is around the issues around avoidance of harm to ourselves, and inevitably also not bringing harm back to Singapore and then having to manage people who could have contracted COVID-19 when they return from the Hajj. And then finally, there are also difficulties that we cannot avoid if we were to proceed, meaning many of the administrative issues have not been settled, including accommodation, flights. They have not been confirmed, and we do not know how they will proceed. Even our medical team that usually would have accompanied the pilgrims in many of these pilgrimages now tied down to the needs of our nation, and they cannot take leave nor leave Singapore to accompany the pilgrims. And of course, for even those who are young, probably they may feel that they may be less vulnerable. But remember that when they come back, they do have to serve SHN 14 days, and that means more days that they probably have than the leave that they have been allowed to in fulfilling the pilgrims. These are basically the considerations that we have put together in deliberating and finally deciding that we should defer the Hajj.